Oh, we've been really looking forward to our final guest today. He's no stranger to adventure and good food, having travelled the globe with his best mate, the late Dave Meyers, as the famous cooking duo, the Hairy Bikers. So here to tell us all about his latest trip and the upcoming celebrations in honour of Dave, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Cy King. Do you know what's really lovely, Cy?
Oh, stop it.
No, well, I was going to say what was really lovely, the moment that the audience knew that you were going to be on today, there's genuine excitement and love for you, which, you know, you've been doing your thing on telly for so long. Is it really lovely to still, it's not adulation, but love and respect that people have for what you do?
It's always really, really flattering. And the reality is that you guys pay my wages.
Also true.
It's also true. No, it's always, look, it's lovely to be in receipt of. We've been doing it a very long time.
Yeah.
And we get kids coming up to us going, oh, we grew up with you.
Yeah.
And they never say that they like you. They always go, oh, my dad loves you.
Yeah.
Oh, my gran loves you. You go, oh, all right, thanks very much.
And you've been out and about. You've been on an incredible journey, an incredible trip, haven't you? Where have you been?
I've been to Mongolia.
Wow.
And just to give you some context about Mongolia, so it's 6 times the size of the UK. It has 3.5 million people in it. 60% of that 3.5, honestly, trust me, don't glaze over. 60% of those people live in Ulaanbaatar, and the rest are herders. They're pastoral, nomadic herders.
Oh.
And it is vast and windy. Nearly blew me wig off.
I can see, yeah.
And you were there for a very specific reason.
Yeah, I was there to. It's part of an initiative by IFAD, which is the Fund for International Fund for Agricultural Development, and it was to highlight climate change and the effect of climate change, because actually it was a really easy story to tell and an easy story to illustrate. And I spent a lovely few days with Bold and Badma. And Bold was the dad, Badma was this lovely, great Mongolian lady who they were just fantastic people. And you know, with the bikers, we've always said during our programmes that food's an international language, isn't it? And you can laugh together internationally. You don't need the language. Yeah. And that's exactly what happened. I've chopped onions in some odd places, as you'll know, but I've never chopped an onion on somebody's bed before.
And of course, they're nomadic because they have to be, not
yes,
because
Jane.
they want to be, and that's because of seasonal changes. Isn't
it? Well, it's their lifestyle to be nomadic. It's in their DNA.
Yeah.
There's families of generation upon generation. But what's tending to happen now because of global industrialisation and the way that impacts our world? Because don't forget, we all live in a global community.
Yeah.
We're all connected with one another, and farmers are really important, because if we don't look after them, we all, guess what, starve.
Yeah.
So it's huge, and I think that it was a really, as I said, it was a really easy story to illustrate, because what's happening is that because of climate change and the extremes of temperature, the pastoral lands, of which they are vast, but they're having to move. Normally they would move with each season.
Yeah.
But now they're having to move 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 times, because the grasslands can't sustain their herds. So if I'd have come in and said, right, OK, we'll introduce a little bit of technology so you can tell when the weather's coming. And just to give you some context about the weather, it's -40 during the winter, and then +36
wow.
during the summer. So as you can imagine,
people to live that way. Wow.
And I mean, they live in a tent.
Yeah.
It's a gear. And what was really lovely, I was having a bit of a giggle to myself about the headline that you was given. Cy's gone minimalist. I was like, have
you gone minimalist?
Have I?
We will have too much stuff.
Oh man, and yeah, we do. And it struck me that every single piece of anything that they had 2 functions. So if there was a stick for poking the fire, but it also kept the door open.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, if I'd are trying to get the husbandry of the herds up, and because the size of the herds for pastoral herders and the nomads is in direct proportion to their status. So as we would have big cars and big houses, they have large herds, but the pastoral lands can't sustain it. So if I'd have gone in and said, it's a programme of re-education, it's also a programme to help their level of resilience because they have a right to live their life.
But then by doing this, you know, you're highlighting their story and hopefully will have an impact when people are trying to understand the effects of climate change. But sort of you're doing this travelling and you're sitting on beds and preparing food without Dave. And you have a Dave Day every day, don't you? And it's important for you every year, and it's important for you to be able to keep his legacy going throughout all the work that you're doing.
Oh yeah, it's very important. You know, he doesn't. You know, Dave hasn't stopped being my best mate because he's passed. You know, you do.
He's always going to be.
What do
He's
you
always
miss
going
most
to be.
about him?
Do you really want to know?
It has to be suitable for
Jane.
daytime
Oh,
telly,
right, okay, it has to be suitable for... He used to do something really unsavoury in a lift and then get out early.
Jane knows about that.
He did every time. And and it got to a point where it became a massive game. So I'd go, what floor's he on? And he put me on the floor, I want to go to the floor below.
And Dave's Day, I mean, I think a lot of us remember the pictures of last year. It was so moving, wasn't it?
All the bikes.
That was hundreds, I don't know what the number was, but huge amounts of bikers
Thousands, I
coming.
think.
We had 46,000 motorists.
Wow.
And we had 175,000 people. Amazing.
And just quickly, Dave Day comes from him. That's his own words.
Yeah, well, no, it was a lovely person that got in touch with Lily and said, when I feel down, I just think I'm having a Dave Day.
Dave Day's very good.
You know,
I
so
love
it's like,
that.
because he's dead, but he was
love a
really
Dave
positive
Day.
about
And you
Dave,
know what,
wasn't he?
seeing those
Happy day.
pictures, I think, just makes us all really, really positive, feel positive.
Yeah.
Look, Si, it's been amazing. We can talk to you for ages, but we can't. Si, Pig, we got to go.